Hey everyone, this is Brian Marino with Apex Software, and in this video I wanted to go over getting started using the ApexSketch portal. Before I get started, if anyone has any questions on anything I go over today, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. I will be keeping an eye on that. If you look at the description of this video, there will be hyperlinks you can click on to skip to different parts of the video as well. So if you're looking for something specific, check the description. You can skip to the part you're looking for and learn how to do it. Also, if you know anyone who would be interested in this, feel free to like, share, and/or subscribe so you don't miss out on any updates. But with all of that out of the way, let's get into the sketch portal. So what you're looking at here is my ApexSketch portal. I already have quite a few sketches in it. As you can see, there's a list of a bunch of different sketches that are available in my sketch portal. The first thing I want to go over is how to create a brand new sketch. So the process I'm about to take to do this will be the same whether you're using an iPad, an Android tablet, or any other type of device. The sketch portal will run on pretty much any device out there. So again, the process I'm about to take will be the same no matter what device you're using. So in order to create a new sketch, I'm going to go ahead and click on the new sketch button. And on the right side here, I'll get a new sketch property record card. So over here, I'm going to enter the address of the sketch that I want to start sketching. So I'm going to go ahead and type in the address. And once I see it auto-populate in the list, I can just go ahead and select it and it will auto-fill it for you. If you want to fill out any parcel or file number or any other information, you can do that here as well. I'm going to go ahead and leave all of that blank and I'm going to click on the OK button. When I click the OK button, it's going to bring up AVX, which is the sketcher that is inside the sketch portal. And this is where we're going to create the sketch for the address we entered. So in order to create the sketch, you're going to click on the draw button, and I'm not going to go into too much detail on how to create the sketch. If you look at the top right corner of this video, you should see a little flyout on getting started sketching. If you're interested in how to sketch, take a look at that video and it will walk you through step by step how to create the sketch. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through this part of the video, and once I complete the sketch, I'll go over saving it and importing it. Okay, now that I have completed my sketch, I went ahead and clicked the Save Sketch button, and it's prompting me, do I want to save the changes? I'm going to go ahead and select Save Changes, and it's going to save that sketch into my sketch portal. And once it's finished saving here, you should see the address show up in my list of sketches. So if we look at the very top here, there's the sketch we just created. You'll notice there's a green check to the right of it. That green check means that that sketch is locally on my device. So if I did not have internet, I could still open and edit that sketch. That is important if you're using this on an iPad or an Android tablet and you want to take a specific sketch out in the field. If that's the case, you can come and find the sketch in your list and simply click the cloud icon, and it'll sync it locally, and then that means it's available offline as well as locally. Okay, so if we select this sketch, there's a preview of what I just drew along with the calculations and any other info that I input into that sketch. If I wanted to delete this sketch, I can come to the menu button here and go to delete sketch, and it'll actually delete that sketch out of my sketch portal. I can also come to the download button. If I wanted to download a copy of the sketch file, I can go ahead and hit download and it'll download a copy of that file onto my machine. The rename sketch option would only be used if you have more than one sketch with the same address. It would then list multiple sketches and you could rename one as, say, interior sketch, one as exterior, or you could name it like the date you did it. There's a bunch of different options in the way you could name it, but this allows you to rename it. Being that we only have one sketch for this address, there's no need to rename it, so I'm just going to leave that as it is. If I want to close out the preview, I can click the X here and it will close it. So that's how you would create a new sketch. Let's say we had an existing sketch on our desktop or somewhere on our computer that we wanted to import into the sketch portal and maybe take it out of the field and make some changes to it. So the way we would do that, if you come to the Import tab here in the sketch portal, it will pop up a file browser, and in this case we'll go ahead and select this sketch here, and I'm going to click Open. Okay, and now on the right we have an Import Sketch property record card. If the address was already entered in that sketch subject info, it would show up here and you can just click OK. In this case, there is no address to it. So I'm going to go ahead and enter the address for this sketch, which is this sketch or this address here. So once I've selected the address, I'll go ahead and click OK, and it will import that sketch into my sketch portal. So now I have that sketch in my sketch portal. So I'm just going to go ahead and close and save it. So I'm going to click here, do save changes, and it will save this sketch now, and it'll be an option in my list. If you look here at the top, that sketch is now in my sketch portal. So if I wanted to take that out in the field now, I can go grab my iPad, open it up. I'll see this sketch there. I'll go ahead and tap the cloud and make it local. And then I can go use it or edit that sketch in the field without internet if needed. If you have a cellular connection, it doesn't matter whether it's local or not. The only time it'll matter is if you don't have a cellular connection in the field. You want to make sure you download that file before you go out. Okay, so we have a new sketch we created. We have a sketch we imported. How would we search for sketches in our portal? So another thing we can do is if we come here to the search tab, we'll get a search window. So we could search an address. So if we start typing, it'll start filtering out. So once we see it in the list, we can click on it and we get a preview of that sketch. We could then open and edit it or do whatever we need to do from that point. So that's how you can search for a sketch. Then we have the filter option to the right of search. So if we go to filter, we can actually reorder the list of sketches. So we can reorder it by address, by city, state, zip code. In my case, I have it by modification date. So the newest sketches is at the top, the oldest is at the bottom. If I wanted the oldest at the top, I can switch it here. Server records versus local records. That is, local records are the ones with the green checks. So if you only wanted to see sketches that are available on your device, just uncheck server records, it'll only show the local. So if I uncheck server, all I see now are the 3 sketches that are on my device. If I come back and do server, it'll show all of them. Depending on what you're looking for, this is how you can kind of filter through your existing sketches. Okay, so we went over creating new sketches, importing sketches. All right, let's say we, took these sketches out in the field, we made some changes to them, and then now we want to get them into Apex 7 in order to maybe put them into our appraisal software. So let's go over how we would do that next. So I'm going to go ahead and close the sketch portal, and I'm going to open Apex 7. And once Apex 7 loads, I'm going to come up top here to the sketch portal tab, and I'm going to come to portal import. If you go to the sketch portal tab and you're unable to access this, make sure you have your sketch portal module activated. There is a video, look at the top right. You should see a link fly out there on how to activate your sketch portal module in Apex 7. Follow those steps to activate it and sign in, and then you will see your sketches on the list. So you'll notice the 2 sketches I did in my sketch portal, the one I imported and then the one I created, are both in this list now. So let's say I wanted to bring this sketch into Apex 7 now so that I could save it into my sketch portal. So we'll go ahead and select the sketch we want and we'll click import. And now that sketch is brought into version 7. So from this point, all I need to do is close and save into my appraisal software. It should transfer in all the numbers and you're done. So this is how you can get the sketch from your field device into version 7 without having to shuttle the file back and forth. You just quickly go to your portal tab, find the sketch you're looking for, select it and import it, and you're up and running. So I think that should wrap it up. I will get into some more detailed videos in the future. I just wanted to get a video out there on quickly how to get started using it, how to import it into version 7, kind of the benefits of using it. So again, if anyone has any questions, as mentioned before, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. I will be keeping an eye on that. I hope everyone found this helpful. I will catch y'all on the next one.